All right.
We
We're
got
here.
something exciting.
We are pretty excited. We
This
had our
is
excited
insane.
faces on.
Yeah.
So the feature match this round is going between Star City Games' current leader, I believe, in Player of the Year. I believe he's still current. Edgar Flores, quite the mastermind in Star City Games
And
circuit.
playing my favorite person in the room. Can anyone guess? Conley Woods.
It's Conley Woods.
It's Conley Woods.
And so we know Conley's playing the Land Deceiver deck. I can only presume Edgar Flores is playing Conley.
You said that wrong. Land Deceiver.
Land Deceiver, yeah.
Yeah.
So I assume Conley's playing his Land Deceiver deck, but Edgar's got to be playing his Blue-White Cobblade deck, right? That's the one thing that makes sense.
He's playing a Cobblade-ish. He's not running Heroes. He's not running Blade Splicers.
Okay.
He's still running Sphinxes and Squadron Hawks. It's more of like a Blue-White control deck.
Sphinx of Dwar Isle?
Or not? No, Consecrated Sphinx.
Oh, Contract Sphinx. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good one.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I've wanted to play Sphinx of Dwar Isle
Oh,
for a
I
while
want
now.
to. It's not compared to the other 6 drops you can play. It just
Yeah, and I always thought like it would be good in play. Like it stopped all the swords when people weren't running Body and Mind anymore. They're just running War and Peace and that. Like it drops, it doesn't get bounced by Jace, but in the end, there's just more powerful spells to be played.
Yep, I agree entirely.
Yep. I wanted to play with it for so long though.
Yeah, I think it'll be sweet to see these decks in action. I mean, who do you think has the edge here? Do you
I think Conley has a huge edge.
Conley's a huge edge. Okay.
Yeah, because like Gideon doesn't seem that relevant. Like he has like, more explosive draws. He has the combo. Like he can LD, so like giving Edgar like the inability to play a threat and have counter magic up. He only has one or the other. And you know, with a bunch of LD, like is Consecrated Sphinx even going to hit the board before a combo like actually kills him? Plus with Beast within, like I don't even think that card's going to be relevant. He's just going to have a Beast within.
Right.
sitting
Yeah.
in hand.
That's totally reasonable.
I think this is going to be a good match, but I definitely think that Conley's got the edge. Like all rug variants have edges against blue, you know.
Yeah, we'll see. I think Conley has the edge. Of course, Edgar's if you gotta play anybody, right? Edgar's a pretty good Blue-White Cobblade player. So we'll see how things go down.
Been doing very well lately, so I think I mean he's definitely the one person you don't want to face playing Blue-White in the room.
Yeah, I would agree. I think out of all the named Star City players, I mean, there's only a couple of them here. It's all just Alex and Edgar this weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the West Coast guys, Patrick Sullivan flew up, but out of the grinders, it's those two. So let's see if there's anything spicy going on in these lists.
So the Consecrated Sphinx actually are not in the deck anymore. He's just running Spell Sky.
3 main deck Spell Sky, it's interesting. And 2 main deck Timely Reinforcements. How about that?
Yeah, that's not going to be good for this matchup.
All right, so here we go. Welcome to round 5 of the Star City Games Open Series. I'm Gavin Verhey, joined here by Brad Nelson. On your right, you'll see Conley Woods, who's playing the Land Deceiver deck, playing lots of land destruction and the Splinter Twin combo. It's kind of like a rug deck, but modified, I think, for the more modern era. On your left is Edgar Flores, playing, of course, his trademark Blue-White Cobblade deck.
And he looks very serious.
Yeah, Edgar is not fooling around.
Conley got to preordain. We don't know what he did with that yet, but now he's cracking a Misty. Presumably going to be a Lotus Cobra or Overgrown Battlement. I guess Ram Growth. He does have a lot of acceleration. Obviously, the Lotus Cobra would be the hardest to deal with for Edgar. Conley's really good at making sure we see his hand. I think Conley has the combo in hand, too.
I think he does. Also, I see a red card. It's either a Bolt or a Twin. It's just got to be a Twin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we might just see a kill if Edgar doesn't have any resistance. All right, so there's a land for Conley Woods. Goes for a free ponder. Notice how fast Conley is playing as opposed to Zame earlier, who was very diligently and very slow. Conley has played this kind of deck so many times. He just knows every play to make.
And he plays pretty fast most of the time, and he's kind of the player that's going to play at this speed until there's a decision he really needs to figure out, and then he'll slow down.
And then he'll tank for 2 minutes until he figures out the exact correct play to make in the right circumstance.
Yeah, every time I've ever played Conley in a tournament, he's always playing at the speed, which I'm fine playing at that speed with him.
So what are the cards he's pondering into there?
I don't think there was much action.
Yeah, I think he's just going to shuffle. I think I saw like Twin land.
I don't think he actually has Twin in hand. I think it's just another Copperline Gorge.
Okay.
I never have the Twin. I always have the Deceiver.
On the meantime, Edgar's board, just 2 lands. He didn't have Squadron Hawk, so I wonder if he left up Mana Leak mana?
I mean, yeah, like he has Mana Leak, he has Spell Pierce into the Royal. This looks a lot like the old Cobblade deck lists, running a bunch of Into the Royals, running less counter magic.
And Edgar was one of the people who really originally popularized Into the Royal too. Like he ran it and won an open with it, and after that people started
He also
doing
was the one that took Gideon out of the deck. Like
Right.
he did a lot of damage to how people developed that deck.
Yep. So currently the board state: Conley Woods, Lotus Cobra in play, 3 lands. Edgar Flores has a tapped Colonnade, an untapped Colonnade, and a Tectonic Edge. Conley's going to flash in Deceiver Exarch at the end of Edgar's turn, and Edgar goes for Mana Leak to counter it.
And now let's see if he can put anything on the board that. Oh, he does have the Splinter Twin.
Yeah. So Conley has the twin, but without Exarch, it's going to be a lot harder to set that up.
And Spreading Seas doesn't really do anything relevant besides cantrip.
Doing the old flip the land upside down way. I always find it interesting to see how different players play their Spreading Seas. Some people just put it under the land, some people flip the land over.
I know it's bad, but whenever my opponent would flip the land over, I'd like not want him to do that. Like I just don't like that having the card face down like that.
Same.
Mostly for my
agree.
own memory.
Yeah, I agree. I usually just put it under there. Some players I have seen set the land aside and use half the Spreading Seas.
Oh, what's pretty crucial is Conley missed a land drop last turn.
Yeah. He's stuck on 3 lands. I mean, he's got
And he
another
just drew
Cobra,
one.
but
I mean, he did draw land this last turn, during this turn, but yeah, he got stuck for a turn.
all right. So there's a Cobra. See if this Cobra can dig him out. No, he has an Acidic Slime in his hand, which is going to be good. I think he's got a Battlement sitting on there. Tax with Cobra for 2. That'll drop Edgar to 16, assuming it connects.
And yeah, he doesn't have any Day Judgment, so these are going to stick. And yeah, he played an extra land and then dropped a Battlement. Conley must know that Edgar does not have Day Judgment, which most of them don't.
Yeah, I mean, most of them are sideboard. They might have 1 main deck at most. And although I think with Tempered Steel, we might see that change.
Oh yeah.
Going up to 2, 3 in the future. So Edgar's sitting at 14 life, Conley at 18 life. Looks like Edgar's going to Into the Royal back.
With Kicker, Lotus Cobra.
Yep. Just dig a little deeper into his deck.
Get the aggressive side a little bit slower.
Yeah, and also just make sure Conley doesn't get some insane mana boost. Because Conley missed a land drop, it's possible Edgar's thinking, well, could he be just holding a sack land or something like that to really get an insane mana boost in 1 turn? Now, I don't think Conley would do that, but it's certainly something
I don't
to
think
consider.
Edgar would think that.
Sure.
So, I mean, this might be a time to get Gideon into play. There's,
Is that timely reinforcements? That's what it looks like.
that might be.
I think
he's going for
I think we're getting
tokens.
some timely reinforcements. Get some blockers and gain 6 life. Card doing exactly as advertised.
And especially when the aggressive creature are Lotus Cobras, when they're not
Yeah.
meant to be battling.
Right, exactly. Whoops.
Yeah, Conley really needs to try to get the combo assembled.
Yeah,
The board's getting pretty bad for him with Edgar still having a ton of cards in hand, now having defenses to the early assault with Lotus Cobras.
So, especially, there's Lotus Cobra back down. Yeah, especially because the longer the game goes, I think the more it favors Edgar. And Conley really need to come out of the gates fast. He was not
And
able
now
to
he's
do
got
that.
creatures in play, so if he has just I don't
Interesting.
like that play.
So what happens is, end of turn, Edgar Flores Tectonic edges Conley's land.
And responds.
Conley responds by Beast Withinning the land that he targeted.
And now I don't like this because if Edgar has a sword, then he just equips swords attacks, and that's really not good.
So, speaking of the Spreading Seas thing, just to clarify,
Oh,
that
jeez.
he's got 3 face-down cards for Timely Reinforcement tokens, and the other face-down card is a
Is a
land,
land, yeah.
which is kind of confusing.
The three in play are just sleeves, but yeah. So just so you know that there's a land and they're not all lands or something like that.
Right, and they're not all Timely Reinforcements or anything crazy like that. So it looks like Conley's hand is Splinter Twin, Acidic Slime, I think there's a mountain here. We can see him go for the Slime. Now, if he can get that Slime Twin active, that could be pretty good. But right now, he's got that Jace to worry about, 'cause that's going to run away with the game if Conley doesn't take care of it. All right, serves in with the Beast and 1 of the reinforcements. Does its job, jumps in the way.
I guess, yeah. I never like chump blocking, but
Same. I mean, I thought about
You
blocking
have
with
to
all
with
three,
that.
but you don't want those cobras to
Yeah.
start smashing you, so it makes sense, especially with Jace too. All right,
So
Conley's gonna drop a mountain. Okay, there we go. We got that issue resolved. Now we have actual soldiers. So Conley drops a mountain, gets 2 mana off the pair of Lotus Cobras.
now probably gonna drop an acidic slime. No, just 3 mana.
Beast Within's a colonnade.
Interesting.
And so
What
now
else
Edgar's
is
got a
there?
beast. And I think that's all Conley can do unless he wants to.
He must not have an acidic slime.
Yeah, maybe the Beast Within was a slime. I thought he had it.
It's interesting that he just took the land out and not the Jace.
Yeah. I mean, what is he trying to keep him off of? Sword? I mean, I felt like he
I
would
mean,
have
but
sword the
you already
last turn
had-
if he
yeah.
had it.
He already had 5 land then.
And that Jace is going to find him more lands.
And he played something super shiny. I'm guessing that's a spell skite. Yeah, it has to be.
I think so.
Pomerdaps is going to let
alright.
him dig a little. Try
So
to
he-
find the deceiver.
So I think that was a slime on top of his deck. Maybe it was a Beast Within. But in the way the triggers work, he looks at the 3 cards and then he'll choose which mana to get because that's how he stacked them. So figure out what he wants to do. Taps 2, 3, 4. Goes. Okay, so he does have the slime.
Oh, he does.
So he's gonna go for slime time. All right, mana leak by Edgar, and that's a big blow in Conley's
Yeah.
plan. Because if he could have got Splinter Twin slime active the next turn, that could have really set Edgar back.
It could have, yeah, it could have been doing something to the game. But, I mean, he does have 3 more Dismembers and 2 more Into the Royals in his deck to deal with it.
Right.
And plus, he's got a Spell Skite in play, so he can't really play the Splinter Twin anyway. So he'd have to deal with that.
Right, right. I mean, well, you can slime the
Yeah.
spell skite if it resolves. All right, so down comes. Is that another spell skite?
Squadron Hawk.
Oh, that's Squadron Hawk.
Gonna go get the other 3.
Sorry about the glare. Edgar's deck is very shiny. See, does Edgar still have Batterskull this week?
He does not.
He does not. He had a Batterskull in his deck last week.
He had 2 sideboard, I think.
Wow.
I like Batterskull. Like, not being abused by the Stoneforge Mystic, but I like it now as its own card.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It just shows you the Mystic was really the problem there, you know, not the Batterskull. Mystic was. A couple players here are still running the event decks, but
I want to go watch that person play Magic.
yeah, someone is playing an all foil War Attrition event deck. He has had 2 judge calls on him so far for playing Stoneforge Mystic. And yeah, it's pretty awesome, right?
So then when they play the Stoneforge, you get the judge call, and then you're like, oh, I know your entire 75.
Yeah. if only I'd committed it to memory. All right, so pass it back to Conley. So the board state's a little complicated right now. Edgar currently has. Oh, so Conley has another acidic slime. It was on top of his deck. So the board state is Edgar has a Beast Within token, a Spell Skite, 2 soldiers, and a Squadron Hawk
3 in hand.
with 3 in hand versus Conley's double Lotus Cobra, acidic slime, Beast token, Overgrown Battlement board. Conley has 4 lands. Edgar has 5 lands. The face down card is a Spreading Seas land. And now Edgar has 4 lands as the slime takes it out.
Because he did miss a land drop as well.
And now Conley could try and set up that Splinter Twin on that acidic slime
He
next
can't
turn.
because there's a spell skite in play.
Oh, I thought. Why didn't he slime the Spell Skite?
It's like going to stop him from ever comboing.
Yeah, it seems like.
I don't
I
know.
thought for sure he would have slimed the Spell Skite if he had the opportunity, but
He must have something on top that does it.
yeah, I must. 5. Is that another slime? Oh my! Slime, slime, slime. I think there's a Nickelodeon
So that
show all
makes
about
sense,
this. Yeah.
Getting slimed.
Yeah.
I like how we watch Zame and I'm, complaining about not seeing acidic slime. And now I watch Conley. He's already played, tried to play 3 in his first game.
Playing totally different decks, you know? Alright, so now Conley's got some action. He's going to serve in with that slime and that beast token, brawling into the red zone.
I wonder why Edgar just held up 5 lands and didn't play another Hawk.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't know what he's bluffing. Is it into the Royal,
He
maybe?
must have a kicker into the row.
Certainly sends a warning signal to Conley Woods because he doesn't want to get his Splinter Twin guy into the Royal. So he'd love it if Edgar blew it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're just going to trade off all the guys.
Alright, so a Soldier's trade, Beast Tokens trade.
What is he? Yeah, he's just kicking something at end of turn. Why wouldn't you kick the beast token?
Yeah, I
And
think
then you keep a beast token.
I think kicking the beast token's got to be way better. But
I mean, they know what's in their hands. They're making these plays.
right. I mean, Edgar's got a full grip.
Yeah, we can't really argue with that play because I don't think Edgar would make a mistake like that unless there was a reason.
Right.
It's not a mistake.
Possible he like really wanted to leave man up for whatever reason. I don't know. But it seems like Into the Royal was on the beast token his way to go. We'll see what he does in succession. All right. So plays an Inkmoth Nexus, and going to tap 4 for
2 Squadron Hawks.
Oh. You're heading back into the tank.
Alright, so he's still thinking about it, and Conley still knows one card that's on top of his library from an early Halimar Depths. Wait, he did Halimar Depths, didn't he?
Alright, yeah, he did Halimar Depths. So I think he knows this last card, just a land. And so Edgar drops 2 of those, and I think Conley's just going to go for the twin. Alright, twin on slime, here we go.
Got there.
And this one is tweet-worthy.
Maybe using that into the Royal was a mistake.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're not going to kick the beast token. I don't know, maybe you're not worried about Splinter Twin, but...
Wow, this is so sweet.
Man, and then you're just going to whittle away. Now, Conley has such inevitability if Edgar doesn't find anything.
Yeah, this is actually really cool.
What's in his hand? If there's nothing there, it's going to be very rough for Edgar Flores. Let's see if he's got an out to that combo.
He's just playing another Hawk, I assume, and yeah, if he gets to untap, this is going to be dirty.
All right, so serves him with the Hawks. So I think that's
with the Hawks.
That's Edgar's main plan right now. I think has got to be serving in with the Hawks and hoping if he doesn't have another way to deal with it, the 4 Hawks do pose a pretty legitimate threat. So
yeah, especially when he's only returning with 4 damage.
Right.
And he can always block with Inkmoth, I guess. I mean, he can destroy that one. What's he got for 2? Another Spell Scout, it must be.
All right.
Or a Hawk.
Squadron Hawk.
What's the other card in play? It must be a Spell Scout.
Yeah. So board is likely Spell Scout, 4 Hawks.
I wish he had that last turn.
Yeah. All right, so it makes a copy of the slime, and Conley's probably just going to kill that Spell Scout.
Yeah, and so he can... I mean, I guess he can keep trying.
Oh, there's kills the
trying
one.
to hit lands.
And Spreading Sea is the Glacial Fortress. So now Edgar, is he cut off of white, or does he have 1 white left?
I think he is cut off.
That's an Inkmoth Nexus, I think. So.
I mean, there's not much left in his deck that's white, actually. There's 1 Timely Reinforcements.
Yeah, his deck...
Gideon
Jura,
Jura, yeah.
But, I mean, besides Gideon.
Gideon is pretty relevant.
All right, so Conley serves in. Edgar's certainly winning the race, though. So Conley serves in with his Acidic Slime token as well as Lotus Cobra.
Yeah. Is his other Lotus Cobra dead?
And Edgar's thinking about blocking. Spellskite, the Acidic Slime is Death Touch,
Yeah, so
an oft-forgotten thing.
Yeah, he can't block with the Spell Sky, but he's wondering about trading a Hawk. I don't know if I'd trade a Hawk.
I don't like
it.
it.
Spell Sky down the Lotus Cobra and keep attacking.
Yeah, I agree.
It's an extra turn.
Like that Spellskite's not blocking anywhere else anyway, and the Hawk in the air is very relevant. Like that quickens your talk, that quickens your clock. So
it's actually by 1.
Yeah.
By 1 turn.
Oh, he's going to activate Inkmoth Nexus and trade off the Nexus with
I like that.
Cobra.
I mean, what does Conley actually have besides comboing out to deal with these Squadron Hawks?
Beast Within and Frost Titan. Other than that, doesn't have a good way to fight guys in the air.
No. Oh, and he found the answer. So there's no more shenanigans. And we're back to Conley being way behind. It was a good ride, though. And there's nothing on top for the combo. think Conley is just going to have to shuffle. Or no, he kept it. Oh, he kept it because he kept a ponder. Alright, so what Conley's digging for right now is he's really behind on board against Edgar Flores' 4 Squadron Hawks. He's really needing to find a Deceiver, Exarch, and a Splinter Twin inside of one ponder.
Alright, so there's a Splinter Twin and a ponder, or a Preordain. Wait, is that Splinter Twin?
He's got the combo. He's got him dead next turn. If they all resolve. Wow, that was a really, really good ponder.
Yeah, wow. Just the cards you want. And amazing where ponder versus Preordain would have been a totally different story there, right?
Mm-hmm. So Conley's Hollywooding right now. All he was doing was Hollywooding. He was just thinking, like, if the one card, you know... It was actually bad Hollywood with a Misty Rainforest in play.
Alright, so he plays the Exarch, taps down one of the Hawks. And... I mean...
Oh, and he pays just to have... Oh, yeah, he can't even combo out because of the Spellskite. That's the problem, yeah. And he missed. He could have killed that Spellskite earlier.
Yeah, I think he should have killed it with that Acidic Slime. Leaves 2 on top, draws a Splinter Twin. So Conley has another turn, I guess?
No, he doesn't. He's at 4 life.
Oh, the life license has been updated.
He's going to have to do it, and Edgar's going to...
All right, well, let's see if Edgar knows he's got Spellskite in play. It wouldn't be the first time we've watched someone...
He just activated it last turn.
Well, you never know. You got to try. All right, and Edgar points to the Spellskite, and that is
no, sir. Well, I think Conley actually could have won that game.
If he had just
it was a lucky
Spellskite.
shuffle, but yeah, if he just killed the Spellskite.
All right, well, look at the sideboard. What does Conley have in here for the Cobblade decks?
Not much. I mean, Infernal Titan seems pretty good.
Infernal Titan is good. Combust is... Nah, it's not that good. Yeah, I mean, if you think you're going to lose to the Squadron Hawk, something I thought about that's interesting. If Squadron Hawk is the big issue, you can actually board in Pyroclasm and try and just get all their Hawks. But it's so dependent, right?
I mean, because Edgar Flores doesn't really have much to do either. He's probably going to bring in Day of Judgment and the Flash Freezes and, like, the Deprive. But for Conley, I mean, he's going to have to assume that Sword's going to be a problem. Well, I guess he has Acidic Slime, too. It's so crazy. I don't even know if he boards anything. I bet Infernal Titan.
Yeah, Infernal Titan's got to come in.
That's about it, though.
And over on Edgar's side, I think he probably has more ammo.
Nature's Claim to beat Spellskite and Sword.
Sure, okay, Nature's Claim, potentially. And maybe he takes out, like, I don't know what he wants to cut. Spreading Seas?
Yeah, Spreading Seas is probably pretty bad.
I mean, Cantripping is reasonable, but it's not that exciting. Okay, so maybe cut some Spreading Seas. Over on Edgar's side, though, I think he's got some options. Dismember definitely coming in. I mean, he wants to take these timely reinforcements out, for sure. So Dismember's coming in. Maybe Day of Judgment?
Yeah, I think Day of Judgment's fine.
I mean, it's not insane, but it's passable, especially if he thinks there might be Titans in Conley's deck. I don't know if these guys have talked, because like, you know, they're obviously like high level players. They socialize, they hang out, etc.
Edgar won the game and he looks really mad. Does he always play that way?
He plays very much. When he's in a match, he is serious. He's not going to be rattled or shaken or anything like that. Flash Freeze out of Edgar's sideboard definitely coming in.
He's bringing in the 2 Flash Freeze and the Deprive, and potentially the Dismember and Day Judgments.
Yep. So
Conley, I know one card he won't take out, and that's Acidic Slime.
I mean, you probably want in this matchup anyway. If you're on the play and land a turn 3 Slime, turn 4 Slime, seems pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, Conley doesn't have a lot of cards to take out anyway.
No.
So.
I mean, I think you're right. I think he's going to be taking out his Spreading Season. He's going to be boarding in 2 Nature's Claims and an Infernal Titan. I don't know what else.
Maybe a Bolt, maybe a Combust.
He might keep a Spreading Season or 2 in. I think the claims are
he's
coming
cantrips at worst, right?
Yeah.
So.
Takes out a Colonnade.
Yeah, no, totally. That seems fine. Colonnade is pretty relevant. Like we saw last game, flying damage is what was able to deal Conley in. So. Yeah, okay, I think that's probably how they'll sideboard. And you still feel like Conley has the edge here despite losing game 1?
Maybe not now. I mean, he would have won that game if he just dealt with Spellskite, but I never give anyone the edge if they're down the game, unless their sideboard is like a ton of hate. I don't know. I think Alex Bertoncini is undefeated because I've seen him walk over every round and drop a slip up.
Yeah. And so what is he playing? Do we know what
I
he's
don't
playing
have
today?
a clue.
Playing
We should
Cowboy?
know this.
I know at F&M last night he said he was playing mono green spiders.
Yeah, but that's just a Facebook or Twitter update.
There's no way that he's playing that in this tournament. So
I just assumed it was limited.
it's possible. The first F&M he was at was constructed, but I don't think he would be playing that deck. Even if he was, also could just be Alex Bertoncini, you know?
Yeah.
Like saying that for value. Although, I mean, the 6'7" guy, that guy's pretty big.
I like him.
I want to play him in Arachnus Web something.
Yeah. I mean, think of how dirty that probably is in limited.
Oh, jeez.
Dropping a huge monster and just killing a guy.
I'm pretty sure you just, like, if you first pick it, you just take all the spiders and webs you see, and it's got to be
I don't know
insane.
about all of them.
I mean, giant spider's sweet.
Oh, you take all the spiders?
Yeah, all the spiders and webs. Yeah, 'cause, like, you can tap any spider to get a web.
Yeah, but like he already gets all the webs for you. You need like 2 webs.
What if
for
you have
every-
like 5 webs in your deck? Just web them up.
Sure.
No, it's actually the sweet thing about the spider that I didn't even realize until I looked at it is you can pull cards out of your graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome. So you only realistically need like 2. And you can even do the thing where it's like tap my spider, put this on your guy. All right, well it's got power 5 or greater. It dies at the end of turn.
Yeah.
Like
Put it back on.
next turn it goes in the graveyard. Put it back on. Yeah, it just keeps spinning
You
the
beat a
web.
Titan that way or something.
Yeah, exactly. Cards
Just
seem
keep
sweet.
spinning the web.
Yeah, just keep spinning the web.
All right, so we've got opening hands started. I think. Oh yeah, Conley's already playing a blue spell.
All right. So Edgar is going to preordain. That's what it looks like. Speaking of Alex Bertoncini, Tiermain says that he doesn't think Alex Bertoncini is undefeated. He thinks he's X1 and playing Tempered Steel.
Okay, maybe I missed one time.
So we'll try and get an update from Alex. I'm sure we'll hear from him soon enough. In the meantime, the game is progressing.
Yeah,
And Edgar has a turn 2 Spellskite. Conley's got 2 lands. Scalding
No
Tarn
green
and
yet.
Halmar Depths.
and I think he has the combo, but that's going to be stopped by the Spellskite. Oh, he brought in the Lightning Bolt? I don't like that.
I think the 1 bolt is kind of reasonable.
I mean, it only hits Jace. That's its only purpose.
Right. I mean, you definitely never want to draw 2. You
I
only
guess
have
you
1.
can bolt a
You bolt a
Squadron.
Hawk and just want to equip.
Yeah.
It's okay. It gives you a little bit of play, I guess. Also, if you just block with Spellskite, you could like kill the Spellskite or something, maybe. It's not great, but if you wanted to cut all the spreading
Is
seas,
that green card a Nature's Claim?
might be a beast within. I'm not sure. Oh, it's Nature's Claim.
Yeah, so he's got the kill right now. If Edgar taps out, he's got the kill.
Does he have double red? He's got a Scalding Tarn in play. Does he have one in his hand? I don't think he does.
No, he has a mountain in hand.
He has a mountain.
I think so.
I don't think he does. I don't think he has another land.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's Combust.
Why would he board Combust then? He did not board Combust then. Unless he thinks that Edgar has like the hero.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, which is like a reasonable assumption, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
That is another Spellskite.
all right. Spellskite comes down for Edgar Flores.
Conley just like stopped dead in his tracks. He's like, what?
Yeah, Conley has Combust in his hand right now. So Conley's gonna double crack his fetch lands.
What does he want to combust?
A successful colonnade. I mean, Hero Blade Holder is pretty reasonable, I think. I mean, if he doesn't know Edgar is not playing it,
Yeah.
then
Then there must have been a card that he really just did not want in his deck after sideboard.
Spreading Seas is what I would imagine,
Yeah.
right? Maybe he just didn't want some of the cards we were talking about. I don't know. Let's see. All right, so he's going to Nature's Claim
So
down
he's
one of the
gonna claim
Spellskites. And give Edgar some life. Nathan Weisenbaum on Twitter says that he drafted the Arachnus Spinner deck, and he said it was really good. So I'm going to be excited the first time I get to try that out. Conley drops a Deceiver Exarch, tapping the Spellskite, but Edgar has a Dismember to deal with that guy.
And
And-
now Conley's just colded. He does have the Infernal Titan. He's got both blue and red Titan in hand, plus a Splinter Twin and a Lightning Bolt.
He needs lands. And
he's
Edgar
losing them.
and Edgar tech edges down Conley's Holomar Depths. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is looking pretty bad.
Yeah, not good for Conley Woods. Game 1 was looking okay at some points, but it's really...
There's a lot of play in Game 1.
Yeah, I think he
one
killed that spell skate.
Yep.
Yeah.
He thought it was going to live for a couple more turns than it actually did.
So he cracks Stalling Turn. So Conley cracks his Stalling Turn, going to find his 4th land. Does he have a play?
I mean, he must have like a Ponder or a Preordain. Yeah, there's a Ponder in there.
All right, so Ponder time. So now, if you're Conley here, what are you trying to set up? So look, he sees Wormcoil Engine and 2 lands. So he finds 2 lands. Or I think is that Nature's Claim 2 lands? He doesn't have Wormcoil Engine in his deck, so it's got to be Nature's Claim 2 lands.
He has a Wormcoil Engine?
No, he doesn't.
No.
Wormcoil Engine. So, okay, so he gets Nature's Claim, and he's going to Nature's Claim one of the spell skites.
Oh, he's back up to 2 more.
And then he's got 2 lands on top of his deck. And he's going to draw 1 this turn, play an island. I think, does he have anything else? Yep, just passes the turn.
Yeah, he's just going to say go.
And down comes Squadron Hawk. So Hawk down for Edgar Flores. Gonna find the other compatriot Hawks.
Only 2.
Only 2. Is that the other card of Squadron Hawk?
Or does he have 5?
Might have one in his hand.
Or that is the other... Actually, I don't know if the other card's a Squadron Hawk.
Yeah, I can't really tell. Edgar's card's all foil. It's rough.
No, he would have searched for multiple copies. He just must have 7 cards in hand. We would have saw him.
Oh yeah,
he's
he's got 7 cards. Yep.
Yeah, that's a spell skite.
Yep.
I love the glare. Here comes Frosty.
All right, so Frostend's gonna come down, lock down a land probably.
Yeah, I mean, locking down a Hawk doesn't seem that valuable.
Yeah. I think just lock down that Colonnade. Call it good. And then after that, just gonna have to find an answer, and I don't know what good answers Edgar has to a Frost Titan.
Squadron Hawk blocking for a while. He might have Day Judgment.
He probably boarded it in the days. That's reasonable. Of course, if Edgar doesn't have another land, Conley can keep him off of that. So we'll see what happens. So, all right, so taps. So he taps the Hawk. Oh, and he just lets Gideon resolve. Yeah, I like...
Oh, so did he countered the
Oh, he
Frost Titan?
countered the Frost Titan. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes way more sense.
This is looking really bad for Conley.
Yeah, that Gideon Jura is beating, and he can't cast Inferno Titan. He doesn't have double red.
Edgar looks pretty excited right now.
Yeah, most excited we've seen him all match probably.
Yeah.
He smells blood in the water. He's a shark. So if the weird thing interaction here is if Edgar animates his Gideon Jura, Conley can combust it.
But that still doesn't kill it.
It doesn't kill it, but it's just a very weird interaction.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's why I brought combust in as a way to deal with Gideon. Does that make any sense?
Well, how does combust work?
Damage can't be prevented. So
This damage.
Correct.
So he can't go combust and lightning bolt.
Correct.
So,
you
yeah,
have to have
that's-
double combust.
Yeah, it's just not going to matter.
So combust the Hawk, yeah. I mean, it's a weird interaction you don't see that often. I imagine you brought in the combust for Hero Blade and killing Colonnades. For a second, I had a glimmer of hope we would see Gideon fall to a combust, but not to be. So Squadron Hawk.
So double
comes
combust kills a Gideon?
Correct.
That's really interesting.
Because the damage can't be prevented. I'm sure people on Twitter are probably tweeting at me right now.
I've never actually seen a Gideon die. Like that way, like an animated Gideon?
Yeah, an animated Gideon. I mean, you can't bolt it, right? Because damage is prevented. But
Yeah.
I'll pull up combust real fast.
You can like grasp or something.
Yeah, it can't be prevented. So.
Interesting.
So board is Conley's got Frost Titan. Edgar has Gideon Jura, Squadron Hawk, Spellskite.
And the worst thing is Conley only has 9 life.
Right.
And he's going to, send in a Gideon again.
And Gideon is conveniently a 6/6, which is a good number to tangle with a Frost Titan.
I wonder if they planned that one out.
I tweeted at Aaron Forsyth about this at one point, and Gideon was originally going to be its last ability was going to modify based on how many counters it had, which makes more sense, but they ran out of room in the text box. So it was just always a 6/6.
Oh, that's funny.
All right.
So yet again, he has the combo and he has no way to use it.
Yep. And if he had another, yeah, the spell skite, those main deck spell skites in Edgar's deck are looking really good right now. A lot of the combo players just don't have those, and that's really good. Did you tell?
A lot of cards that most people don't have.
Main deck timely reinforcements.
Into the Royals, Jace Beleren.
Showing he is a step ahead.
Yeah. Guy knows how to build a deck.
He's played, when all you do is play one deck forever, you just get to know it so well. You can make these changes really easily.
Yeah, he's put quite a few miles on his Seachrome Coasts.
True. It's foil. I guess when you build a deck in foil, right, you have to
keep playing it forever.
Keep playing it forever. All right, so he activates Gideon. Goes with combat step. Conley's probably going to Exarch and have the spell skite fully tapped. All right, bring it, says Conley Woods. Taps 5. Oh, Whiplash Trap. Wow. I don't know if it's going to matter, but that was certainly not expected. Whiplash Trap your Gideon and your spell skite. All right, that resolves.
I wonder why he won. Oh, because the Seaver won.
And then bolt down the Hawk. That's pretty insane. Oh, you wonder why he brought Whiplash Trap in this matchup? Just to get him, I guess.
To stop another out to
spell skite.
Spell skite.
Yeah, it's crazy. Weird. I think he drew Nature's Claim. Oh no, that's a Lotus Cobra.
Oh, you got me excited. I was like, is he actually going to pull this one out?
Still a little ways away from doing that. Down comes Cobra, which can definitely chump block that Gideon if need be. And Conley still has the Exarch he can drop into play.
I mean, and Edgar still has a whole fistful of cards that might stop the combo as well.
Yeah, I think I see a Dismember at the front of his hand. So
yeah, this looks real bad then.
Certainly a rough situation.
All right, so yep, he or did he dismember the Lotus Cobra?
And that's that.
Yep. All right.
Wow,
Edgar Flores takes it 2-0 against Conley Woods' land deceiver deck.
Ah, my. Well, so Conley falls to Edgar, but valiant fight by both players.
Yeah.
I feel like if Conley could have had game one if he just played a little bit differently too. So.
Yeah, I think he could have definitely won that game, but I mean that's how Magic's played.
Right. I mean, I think he played pretty well other than that one there. So, good stuff. And heading back to the booth.
No.
Or not.
Well, we wanted to see the match.
Oh, it's very important to make sure this filled out correctly. Yes. So I'm Gavin Verhey here with Brad Nelson. We're here at the SCGSEA Games Open Series in Seattle. We're through 5 rounds, and we've seen some pretty interesting decks play. We've seen Land Deceiver deck a couple times. We've seen a Genesis Wave deck. We've seen Cobblade. We've seen Mono